We in
Oh my
here.
goodness. It happened. We're live
What's
together.
up?
We're doing a coffee chat. Did you bring coffee to the coffee chat?
I'm bougie now, and so I'm about to make a beautiful espresso.
Oh, look at you, fancy. That's
Yeah,
serious. That's like
it's called class.
professional level. So
It was really expensive, but it's been worth it. It's super fire, and I love coffee.
is coffee your favorite drink?
No, I think that definitely goes to whiskey.
Whiskey. Okay. You know, I was actually expecting you to say Mountain Dew.
That makes sense. I am from Virginia, and I used to drink so much Mountain Dew when I was a kid. And I've spent thousands of dollars at the dentist because of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you don't drink Mountain Dew anymore?
No, I still do. I just do it a lot less. I mean, look at this.
Okay.
Boom.
It's right there on the shelf with all this. You're so organized in your fridge. Look at that.
Thank you. It's not really me. It's my girlfriend, but I'll take it.
Your shelter-in-place partner. How's that all going? How's quarantine?
It's going pretty good. We're definitely over it.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty good. I've watched every movie ever. And been doing trying to make this second album and doing it with my buddy that's in London, and we're doing it that way. And
How do you do so many things? First and foremost, so you never called the cops on your girlfriend for every time she coughed? Was that the whole bit that you were going to do?
Oh, is that my tweet? So
you're still together. You survived all the coughing.
Yes, we did.
And then on your Twitter, you keep saying, I'm still writing in quarantine. So you're definitely writing and actually making the album from across the pond. We
are, yeah. We're doing this thing that's like this screen share situation. So he's able to see what I'm doing on my computer because he's a much better producer than I am. So we're trying to do it that way. We're not going to be able to get everything done that way, but for the meantime, it's working. So.
And how many songs have you made this way so far?
We've done 2, and then I'm working on this side project that we're doing. So we're working on that this week.
What's the side project called?
The side project is called User, and it's me and my buddy Roswell, and we've been working on it for. Where's that coming from?
That's outside my window.
Oh, I thought that was coming from my coffee machine. Yeah, it's called User. It's me and my buddy Roswell. We're both from Virginia. We're from high school together, and we've been working on it since 2013.
Awesome.
So it's finally coming to fruition, and I'm really excited.
So wait, that's before you even released Cringe as a single, before you released Hallucinogenics as a single. I mean, that was before you were Matt Maeson solo project?
Yeah, I mean, well, I was always trying to do my own thing, but we were just always making music. That was before I wrote Cringe, though. I wrote Cringe in I think 2015.
How did you get your record deal?
I posted a song on SoundCloud with my buddy Maeson, who's also from Virginia, and it went a little crazy. Not super crazy, but it got a couple 100,000 plays in whatever amount of time. And I was working a desk job at the time, and I just started getting emails and calls from record labels. And I was like, oh shit. And I would just spend every lunch break just talking on the phone with record labels, and eventually we me and my manager, I got a manager, we took a trip to New York, and we met with all of these record labels and just kind of went with the people we liked the most, which was Atlantic and Neon Gold Records.
Yeah.
And it's been great.
I love that. And so Cringe wasn't the song that got you the record label deal?
No, I put out a song called Melons that's still only on SoundCloud. That's with my buddy Maeson.
Oh.
And then I put out the song Gravedigger that's on my first EP.
Right, because you have a theme of her permeate the album names. I think I lost you a little bit. You're spinning. Hopefully Matt Maeson comes back. Are you there, Matt? Because he's got a connection issue. Matt left. I think he's going to have to rejoin. He's coming back.
Are we back?
You're back now. Thanks for dropping out and coming back. I was just talking to people and they were calling you Ricky, which is really funny because one of the few times we ever interacted on social media before was on Twitter. And I was like, I still don't understand why you call yourself Ricky on Twitter.
I just woke up one day. Where was I? I think I was in New Orleans. And just decided I was a Ricky.
Okay.
Just through and through.
All right.
Some days I wake up Matt, some days I wake up Ricky.
Have you thought about maybe taking all of your one-off hot takes from Twitter, which are absolutely hysterical? Once Rivers from Weezer disappeared off Twitter, I started realizing that you were filling my void of hot takes that I needed on the internet. Have you ever thought about turning it into like a coffee table book of like hot takes from Matt Maeson?
A coffee? I mean, you know, that's a thing.
They're so
Maybe.
awesome. I wish you would put more out into the universe on the daily.
I mean, you know, I'm really about making money any way that I can. So if that's a way that I can do it, might be an option.
So before you dropped out and we lost you, I was asking what the theme was because you were talking about one of the songs that got released after you put the first song out on SoundCloud, and it was Who Killed Matt Maeson, The Hearse, and now Bank on the Funeral. What's with the death theme on the LPs and the EPs?
Well, I wrote Who Killed Matt Maeson when I was like, I don't know, from age like 17 to like 21, except for the exception of Cringe. But the whole theme of that was kind of like becoming an adult and kind of like the parts of myself that I needed to like let go of and the parts of myself that I needed to keep to become the person that I wanted to be. So it was all just kind of started as like a metaphor for that of like I'm putting this version of myself to death and like becoming who I really want to be for the rest of my life. And then I just started expanding upon that, and it just has different things to do with like what happened when I was really young, and things that just happened throughout my life since then.
That's awesome. And your lyrics are so relatable, right? You touch on emotions that other people can feel and express them in such an amazing way. I actually got in a fight with your record label who's probably watching right now. I said Hallucinogenics should have been your first single, just so you know, and they will verify that. Krista's probably in here. And it's funny because you said on Twitter, like, this song's been out for 2 years, since 2018. And because people have been so interested in it, it's finally seeing the light of day as far as on a broader scale. How does that make you feel?
It's really cool. It's insane. It's literally just from the streaming numbers being so consistent that the label was like, all right, here's another radio single.
It's such a great song.
Thanks. Yeah, I wrote it in like a day in Seattle, and didn't expect it to be a single like that, but yeah.
Did you write it around a campfire? Because I first discovered it up north here with friends at a campfire, just chilling, you know, living the cabin life.
No, I wrote it in a shitty hotel room in Seattle while I was on a come down from a very bad night.
Well, you know, whichever way, I'll take my poetic approach, but I like the reality of it too. There's people in here that have dropped questions. Do you mind if I grab a couple questions from your fans?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see what's in here. When do you expect the new music to come out?
I have no idea. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself to put it out before it needs to be out, but we're working on it.
And earlier you mentioned that you've watched every single movie in quarantine. Someone wants to know, what's your one show or TV movie thing that you can recommend?
I watched through The Boys on Amazon Prime. That was pretty good. And then I watched The Invisible Man 2 nights ago, and that movie is fucking wild. If you like horror movies, it's a good one.
Okay. All right. And I heard a rumor that you might be playing a song for us today. Is this true?
Yes. It is true. Surprise. I'm going to do Hallucinogenics.
Oh my gosh, it's the best song. So excited. Literally my favorite. Nothing to say about me, but it's been my favorite song since I first heard it. So this is going to be a moment for everybody watching.
I love doing these too because I'm not actually at the radio station and I'm allowed to cuss.
You're nice and comfortable in your living room.
Pushing past the limit, tripping on hallucinogens. My cigarette burnt my finger cause I forgot I lit it. Ripping with my sinners, and fuck it, man, I ain't no beginner. I crawled back to the life that I said I would live in. 'Cause I just couldn't open up, I'm always shifting. Go find yourself a man who's strong and tall and Christian. Pushing past the limit, tripping on a listen beginnings. My cigarette burned my finger 'cause I forgot I lit it. Broken it's the animal to my fans and without a pride. I don't remember your face, yeah, your name and your smile. 'Cause I just couldn't open up my shit, yeah. You'll find yourself a man who's strong and tall and Christian. Pushing past the limit, tripping on a loosening beginning. And when I fall back to the life that I said I wouldn't live in. 'Cause I carried on like a wayward son. And now through and through I have come undone. And now I am just but the wayward man. My bloodshot eyes, my shaky hands. 'Cause I carried on like the wayward son. And now through and through I have come undone. And now I am just but the wayward man. What with my bloodshot eyes, my shaky hands. Pushing past the limit, tripping on hopes and beginnings. My cigarette burnt my finger 'cause I forgot I lit it.
I love it. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being a part of this coffee chat and even making your own espresso. It was a wonderful experience for all, including my dog, who's like very excited that you're on.
Oh my God. Anything to show off my espresso machine.
I loved it. Well, thanks for inviting us into your home and playing a song for us today.
Yeah, thanks again for having me.
Hopefully we all get out of quarantine soon and we see you back in the Twin Cities soon.
Amen.